sports. It's in the game.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler, and helping me call this one is Kirk Herbstreit. And Aaron Andrews also joins us on the sidelines. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's game, brought to you by ESPN and EA Sports. We'll see the Tennessee Volunteers and the LSU Tigers. Here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at Tiger Stadium, these fans are anxious to see this game get started. We're ready to bring you what should be one intense football game. For LSU, a really hard-hitting safety will be lining up against them.
It ought to be entertaining to see how well he can contain an offense led by a quarterback as good as this one.
It's time for the coin toss, and it's a good opportunity to let you know that our game is brought to you by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, the perfect combination of chocolate and peanut butter. Jones has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep to open up the ball game. Here we go, folks. He really got a hold of that kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. I don't know about you, but this one feels like it's going to be a great ball game. They'll start this drive at the 20. First down, 10 to go. They'll give it off here. Gains his way to the 29-yard line. Great job by the running back, and that's a gain of 9.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
It's 2nd and 1. Ball on their own 29. Option. And they'll get him in the backfield.
He knew it was a run all the way. Got a good jump. Once he got there, he wasn't about to let him slip away either.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1.
And it's going to be hard even to hear the snap count. This place is hopping.
Lyles on the run.
You love having this kind of weapon. You already know what kind of damage he can cause in the passing game. And here you can see what he can do when you hand the ball off to him.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Off the right side, doesn't get much. Good tackle. A couple of yards there.
Gain of 2 yards. That makes it
2nd and 8. White back to throw. Open man, and it's his wide receiver. That play is good for 8 yards and a 1st down.
Great look from the quarterback to find his receiver and make the quick throw for the new set of downs.
1st and 10. Ball on the 41. Takes the handoff, and the defense stops him short.
I think it's safe to say the defense had his number on that one. It can be very frustrating for a running back when he's stopped before he even gets going.
Draw here. Nice run up the middle. Nice gain of around 7 yards on that delay.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
So we're looking at another 3rd down here. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He almost had it, but it's incomplete. Hardy was the intended receiver on that pass, and that'll make it 4th down.
Yeah, they just couldn't connect on the pass there. That was a very good stand by this defense.
Calls for the fair catch. Like a couple of boxers in round 1, these two teams are feeling each other out.
Well, they had their opportunities here to make some plays to try to quiet this crowd, but they weren't able to do it. If things keep going this way, this stadium is going to get even louder.
He's to the 20. He gets to about the 27-yard line.
I like how efficient the offense looked on that play. Everybody knew their assignment, and it all came together for a nice run.
He's tackled right around the 48-yard line.
This receiving corps runs some great routes, and that last play was an example of that. As a defender, it can be tough to match up sometimes.
He lets it fly. The defender had it and then dropped it.
You don't want to ever give your opponent a second chance, but that's exactly what they did by not making that interception.
Salyer gets a handoff to the right. Gains his way to the 43-yard line. They'll get 9 yards on the play.
And the offensive line did a good job of picking up the blitz.
Salyer will run it again. He's tackled at the 33.
They've got a solid drive going here. I know it's not going to mean that much without putting some points up on the board. Outstanding job there by the linebacker to find his way through on the blitz.
2nd and 1.
He airs it out. And they bring him down at the 4-yard line. A heck of a play by the receiver.
We talk all the time about the emotions of college football. This play was definitely an emotionally charged play. What a way for the wideout to make a statement in this game.
There's the handoff. He scores. He really plowed his way into the end zone there. Great looking touchdown.
Once you get inside the 10-yard line, this halfback is automatic.
splits the uprights with the extra point. Well, here's the drive summary to recap what just happened. Jones looks ready to kick this one off. He hits a booming kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Their last drive broke down, and they punted. What do they have in store this time out? Jude takes a handoff. Nice run to the left there. They got 4 yards on that one.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards.
Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on their own 24. He's looking to pass. Gets it out to the wideout, and he's got the first. Excellent open field tackle.
He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
From their own 30-yard line. First down. And they get nice yardage on that run. Jude picks up 5 with the carry.
That brings up second and
Looks like we're going to have a good game on our hands after 1. Our score here at Tiger Stadium. The Tigers, 7. The Volunteers, nothing. Second and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 35. Inside Hugh. Nice run there. That'll be a gain of 5.
Gain of 5 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
We've got 3rd down and 1. Ball on the 40. This place is getting loud. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He makes his way to about the 48.
It's a good job of converting on 3rd down with the running.
White off the fake. Great pressure on the quarterback forced that incompletion.
They really pounded him on that throw.
From their own 48-yard line. Second down. Hands it off.
That's not what you hope for from your running game. We're looking for some solid north and south progress. You never want to give the defense a play like that to build their confidence.
The intensity of this place is increasing. Pressure coming and the ball is loose.
Close one there. Maybe the ball carrier will try a little harder to secure the ball next time.
Calls for the fair catch. The offense was able to punch it in the end zone on that last drive. They'll come back out looking for more of the same.
That was great offensive production. Everything really came together for them on that last drive.
They're calling an audible. Walker drops back. Makes the catch and look out. And he's taken down at the 41.
The pass was a little bit high, but this kid had no trouble adjusting and making a great play.
From the 41-yard line. First down. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Walker on first down. First down grab by the receiver. Tackle made at the 19.
That's the kind of poise you'd love to see from your quarterback because it's contagious. The defense sent all of their linebackers on a blitz, and no one on the offense looked fazed. They came away with big yards and a first down.
Walker back to pass. Looks to a receiver. Touchdown. That was a well-drawn-up play for the wideout.
Yeah, they saw something upstairs. It led to a touchdown. You can thank the play calling there. Very impressive.
It was a textbook post route, and the pass was right on target. converts the extra point. That score leads us to our drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He just drills this one. They'll bring him down at the 10-yard line. He should have stayed in the end zone there.
It looked like there was a little running room, but the lane closed up quickly.
And here we go with the offense ready to get things going again. He's got it with room to run. And he's taken down at about the 19-yard line.
You know what? After a play like that, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if they went to the air again.
Second and 1. Ball on the 19. Run play, he'll lose yards.
Sometimes a play is not going to work for whatever reason. Doesn't mean you throw the play away. You just need to execute better next time.
And this crowd is going crazy. They go to the left for a nice game.
That's cutting it really close. But they converted on that run by an eyelash.
First and 10. And there's 2 minutes remaining in the half. They go to the ground game. And he's level at the 24-yard line. He gains a couple of yards on the carry.
They're lucky he was able to hang on to the football. He took a pretty good shot.
Lets it fly. Good time to bring the pressure.
Yeah, I like it because even if you can't come up with a sack, just let the quarterback know you're coming and make him feel your presence. Sometimes that's just as effective as a sack.
There's a fumble. The defense falls on it. Uh-oh, this could get him.
It's looking that way right now. They really need to hold him here so they can get the ball back and put some points on the board.
So the call on the field will be reversed. Sherman back to return it. The defense calls a timeout. Fourth down. The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Calls for the fair catch. The quarterback leads the offense back out onto the field as we get set to resume play. They'll take over at the 39. It's first and 10. Looking to throw. Inside the 30. And they tackle him at the 25-yard line. And for Sullivan, he takes his receiving yardage total to 100.
If you were to ask this defense, who wants to cover this guy, I bet you nobody's going to raise their hand because this receiver is embarrassing them.
Now we've still got time left here in the second quarter, so this kid could really end up with a big game. Complete, brought down, nothing doing. 3 yards there on the play.
There was really just nowhere for the wide receiver to go after he made the catch. Great coverage on the play.
Walker back to throw. Caught end zone for the touchdown.
Tremendous example of the type of chemistry that these two players enjoy. When a quarterback and a receiver are on the same page, good things tend to happen.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. And now we take a look at the drive summary. Jones is lined up to kick this one off. He hits a booming kick. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line.
It's not great to start a drive at the 20, but it's even worse to be this close to your own end zone.
Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. the stop at the 16-yard line. June comes away with 2 yards on the carry.
That brings us.
We've got a 2nd and 9 here. Ball on the 16-yard line. Runs it, and he stopped short of the line of scrimmage.
The defense was playing run all the way right there, and it paid off.
It's 3rd and 11. Ball on the 13. And that'll do it for the first half. Our score here in Baton Rouge, LSU 21, Tennessee nothing. Tennessee will be kicking off, and I hope you're as ready as I am to get this second half underway. And he'll return this one from the 7th. And he makes it out to about the 24-yard line. Taking the field again now is the offense, and I got to tell you, these guys have just been a defensive nightmare on the past few drives. Walker steps back to pass. Throws a laser across the middle. And he's tackled at the 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 39. Pulls it in, and that's a 1st down.
I like it. They're not afraid to try this defense over the middle. The quarterback saw man coverage and gave his receiver a chance to make a play. They picked up the 1st down. I wouldn't be surprised to see them come back to that play.
He gets sacked on the play. So it's the defensive end that comes up with a sack.
Again, they brought the blitz, and the defensive end was able to get free and fight his way into the quarterback.
Walker steps back to pass. Tackle at the 22.
Middle linebacker came on a blitz, which can be very disruptive. Sometimes a quarterback will get happy feet when they see that coming. Not this guy. He's very composed and can deliver under a pass rush.
Walker with a nice play fake. Big play, and it's 1st and goal.
It's a great play fake here, and it freezes the linebacker for just a couple of seconds, and that's enough time to connect on the throw.
Gives it off.
This back has great vision, which allows him to make runs like this one we just saw.
Tacks on the extra point. And here's our drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He got all of that one. He gets out to about the 18-yard line. So now both teams come trotting back out onto the field. 1st and 10, all on the 18-yard line. Drops back and brought down immediately.
You know what happened there? The offensive line was so focused on picking up the blitz, they forgot about blocking the defensive lineman.
They come up to the line here at 2nd down and 14 after the sack. Backup quarterback into the game now to call the signals. And it's almost picked off.
Boy, a golden opportunity missed by the defense. That was a sure interception, only to be dropped.
Now let's hear from Aaron Andrews on some injury news. What do you got for us, Aaron?
Thanks, Brad. When it first happened, the concern on the sideline was that he had suffered broken ribs. But after taking a better look, the trainer's still confident he suffered a bruised sternum. He hopes to be back in the game soon. Guys, back up to you upstairs.
Thanks, Thank you for that update, Aaron. Signals for a fair catch.
A long, methodical drive like the last one demonstrated that this team can carve up the defense through the air. And I'm sure that's just what they're thinking about as they come back out.
Looks to pass. Throws, and it's knocked away. The safety comes up with a nice play.
Nice job with the safety here, sitting back and playing center field, then seeing the ball and coming up and simply batting the ball away.
What a hit. He's got 100 yards in the game now.
If you can get open and hold on to the passes, chances are you're going to have a good game. And that's exactly what this guy's been able to do today.
First down grab by the receiver. He's taken down around the 16-yard line. And for Walker, he hits the 300-yard mark.
You can tell the quarterback's done a really good job of preparing because he's read the defense like a pro all day long.
He's really helped his team roll today. There's no question about that. Halfback gets the call, and he answers big time. And they make the stop at the 6. They get about 10 yards on that play.
This defense has to do a better job of getting around those blocks.
They'll give it off here. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
They should continue to run the ball. If they keep this up, the defense will wear down very quickly.
They're crowding the line. Hands off to the back, and he's in. And for Salyer, his good day just became a great day with his 3rd touchdown.
Until they can figure out how to slow him down, it's going to be very tough for them to get back into this game.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. So we take a moment here. Let's check out the drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. They were forced to punt the ball away the last time they had it. They'll be looking for a little more out of their offense on this possession. White with the play fake.
Incomplete pass. Lewis, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 20. White drops back, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. The pressure got to him that time.
Now they brought the heat here, and the linebacker was able to spring free for a big play.
Defense hoping for another sack here on 3rd and long. White drops back to pass.
Excellent awareness and timing. He followed the quarterback's eyes and fought to get his arm up in time to prevent a possible conversion.
Calls for the fair catch. The offense really came up with a nice drive there last time out, and most of those yards came through the air.
This defense needs to improve from front to back. The line needs to put more pressure on the quarterback, and the defensive backs need to stick it to these receivers with tighter coverage.
Straight run, nothing going on there. Salyer comes away with about 2 yards on a little draw play.
We've watched this guy play, and over the course of his college career, he's made some spectacular tackles. Nice play.
Salyer gets another carry. Salyer only gets about a yard there on the draw.
Great play by the senior linebacker to step up in traffic and make that tackle.
Back to pass. And he's brought down at the 20. We head to the 4th quarter, and this one might be over. Our score here at Tiger Stadium, LSU 35, Tennessee nothing. First down, 10 to go. Halfback gets the call, and he answers big time. Touchdown, Tigers! That is his 4th touchdown on the ground. This has been quite a game for him.
We wondered if the linebackers were going to be able to slow him down today, and I guess that answer is pretty simple. No.
Tacks on the extra point. Let's take a glance at the drive summary. LSU to kick. He puts it deep downfield. Brought down at the 15. And here we go with the offense ready to get things going again. From their own 15-yard line, it's first down. White drops back. Swings it out left to the halfback. Tackle at the 16. Maybe got 2 feet on the play.
This was just a little dump-off pass to the halfback, but it was very well defended, keeping them from moving the ball very far downfield.
Flips it out. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. Jude only gets about a yard there on the toss to the outside. And they've got the dime package in there to try and deal with this 5-receiver look. Throws incomplete, knocked away.
Don't think the other receivers didn't see that hit. They'll be thinking about this guy when they're running their routes, too.
Signals for a fair catch. So now the offense comes back out, hoping for the same success they had on their last drive.
I expect them to run the ball, kill the clock, and put this one in the books.
LSU up big. Salyer on the pitch to the right. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
The defense was a little bit slow in reacting to the pitch out, and he had the time and space to break open for a good game.
Go with the toss, and he's got the corner. Look out. They'll bring him down right around the 42-yard line. About 3 yards there on the halfback toss. The pitch out, and he's got a block around the corner. And they push him out around the 33-yard line. And a huge run by the tailback.
This guy's always had outstanding vision, but it seems he's got some incredible quickness as well once he gets into the open field.
They'll give it off here. And he's tackled at the 18-yard line. And that's their 3rd first down of the drive.
The defense needs to figure out a way to stop them, or else they're going to have no problem putting points on the board.
Again with the run. He's tackled at the 18. He got what he could, and it wasn't much.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 18. LSU is winning big. A little more than 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Back to pass. Looking for his man. Incomplete.
This quarterback needs to give his playmakers a chance to make plays. He's got to be sure he gets the ball in their hands.
Walker drops back to pass. He's caught for the touchdown. And for Walker, he gets his 3rd touchdown pass of the game.
What I'm noticing more and more about this guy is he's very patient with the ball, and it's resulting in some nice scores, just like we've seen today.
On the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the drive summary. LSU kicked this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. Makes it out to maybe the 19-yard line. The defense did a nice job shutting down the offense the last time they had the ball. White drops back. He's wrapped up for the sack. This kid's having quite a day. That's sack number 2.
Boy, I'll tell you, this guy has really made his defensive presence felt today. This offensive line, it must feel like they're going up against an avalanche on almost every play. This guy's putting up some really good pressure on him.
And he's hit as he throws.
The pass ball is incomplete. Who's the intended receiver on the play?
3rd down and long coming up here. Ball on the 12-yard line. White steps back to pass. They'll make the sack.
The defenders played the snap count perfectly. They found the path into the backfield and didn't let the quarterback get away.
Signals for a fair catch. And offense is back on the field after running the ball very well on their last drive.
This offensive line really opened up some big gaps for the running back last time.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain. 6-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 4. Ball on the 37. LSU up by a big margin. Under a minute left in the game. And he's tackled at the bounded yardage. We've got a 1st and 10.
That makes it 1st and 10.
LSU up by a bunch. Under a minute left. He gets another carry. He takes it right side for a good gain. The offense calls a timeout. They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. Hands off left, and he's brought down quickly. The back gets 3 on the carry from the 21-yard line. It's 3rd down. Nice run up the middle.
The defense can't be surprised that they're running the football, but for whatever reason, they're not stepping up when they need to be able to come up with a stop.
Room around the corner. The 5. Touchdown, Tigers. And they just continue to pour it on out there.
This is one team that's been extremely well prepared. These young men have played about as good a game as you can ask.
The extra point. Here's the drive summary to recap what just happened. And with time winding down, they probably won't let this return man feel the ball. He just drills this one. He makes it to the 15-yard line. 1st down, 10 to go. Ball on the 15-yard line. White looking to throw on 1st down. That's going to do it for this one. Our final score, LSU 56, Tennessee 0. Now it's time to present the Reese's Perfect Play of the Game, which is brought to you by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, the perfect combination of chocolate and peanut butter. Kurt, what'd you think of this one?
Here was a game where a club came out and did what they should, keeping a lesser opponent scoreless and picking up the win. LSU did what they had to do to win the game, and what a great job by their defense. They'll be happy looking at that scoreboard.
Thanks for being with us for another NCAA Football 11.